Hey everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and today I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you should definitely not be job hopping as a CDL driver. Before we get into it, let's actually define what job hopping means. In the trucking industry, there is a group of people who actually like to job hop, which means they're with one company for a few months, maybe 2, 3, 4 months, and then they jump onto another one, and then they hop onto another one, and they're like the Easter Bunny hopping all over the place.
I'm the Easter Bunny.
That being said, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why that's probably not the best way to actually grow wealth or grow your skill set in the marketplace itself. And let's get right into it. All right, so the number one reason why you should not be job hopping all the time is going to be the instability of the career, right? So at the end of the day, what you do have to understand is anytime you apply to another trucking company, by law, they're required to ask you the last 10 years of actual work history, especially when it came to trucking, because now they're able to actually fill that out. They have to submit that information to the insurance company. And if all of a sudden they see like in 5 to 10 years, they see like 13 different jobs, it's probably not going to be the best person they're going to hire over somebody else who's applying simply because they have no idea how long they're going to keep you. And it's extremely expensive for a company to onboard a new employee. They have to hire you on. They have to make sure that there's resources available. For instance, there's a truck. They have to train you up. All that time they're paying you for all this stuff. You're not really producing any revenue. I mean, I remember here at Driving Academy, it takes us a while to get our instructors up to snuff to make sure that they're training the Driving Academy way. And that entire time we're paying them, but they're not really producing results for the company yet. So if we were actually doing that and people would just jump every couple months, it would be very difficult to run a company profitably. And at the end of the day, if the trucking company can't run profitably, how can they afford to pay you as a driver? So just understand it's going to be a lot more unstable for you when it comes to finding new work, the more you actually job hop. Now, of course, if there's a story, hey, I went from this company to that company because this company stopped paying me, that's fine. If that happens once, maybe twice, that's understandable. But if that happens 5, 6, 7 times, then it's probably not the company as the issue. It's probably you. And the companies that are going to be hiring you next are all going to be checking that out. And if you are now only getting hired by the most desperate companies, then they're going to give you reasons on why you should job hop to the next one. So the main thing is understand long-term success, stay stable, and make it easier for yourself. The number 2 reason why you probably should not be job hopping as a CDL driver is going to be the pain you're going to have to go through all the orientation. A lot of times when you start a new company, there's an orientation process, all this paperwork to fill out, an employee handbook to read, all this new training that has to happen. And especially with the bigger companies, you're going to have to go through this every single time you start a brand new company. And that can get crazy. Imagine going through an orientation process where now they have to show you how to clock in, how to get your paycheck going, how to communicate with dispatch, how to handle the truck, what type of truck you're going to be using, what type of training they have, what is their SOP, standard operating procedures for loading and unloading and pre-trip inspection. Are you going to have to inspect your own truck? Are they going to have mechanics to inspect the truck for you? Every single company is going to run a little bit different on many different sections. And always kind of learning a new method and a new system can get super frustrating as a CDL driver. So you want to stay with one company as long as possible and avoid job hopping simply because it's so much of a headache every time you have to go through one of these orientations. The third reason why you probably should not job hop as a CDL driver is going to be the limited growth potential that you're going to be having. So every time that you actually jump to a new company, whatever growth that you had at your previous company is pretty much gone. Now you have to start all the way from the bottom again, go through the orientation process, probably get on with a trainer potentially, and kind of scale your way back up. And what actually winds up happening in trucking is you're not getting the most amount of money when you first started at a company. Just like many other companies, the most amount of money actually comes with a few years of experience as you get to start to grow through the ranks. And that starts compounding over time. And you actually lose all of that compounding every time you actually move to another company. Also, when you think about it, there's going to be a time period between moving from the company that you're in now to the next company. And that time period, you're probably not going to be getting paid. So it always irks me when a driver actually wants to move from company A to company B simply because they pay an extra $1 per hour, right? When you really calculate it, you're going to take a week off of work to make an extra $1 per hour. Maybe you work in 40 hours a week. That's an extra $40 per week that you're going to make. And you took a whole week off of work as a truck driver. That's easily $1,000. That means you got to work a lot of weeks at an extra $1 raise simply just to make that money back. So it doesn't make sense. Every time you jump, you're going to lose that momentum. And now all of a sudden you can't hit your financial goals as easy as if you just stay committed to one good company that's paying you a very good wage and is treating you correctly. And then you continue to grow through there, because the power of compounding is crazy. Because once you get a system going, now you don't even have to worry about it again. Imagine just focus on, okay, how can I become a better driver so I can get paid more, instead of focusing on all the other things when it comes to finding a different job, learning a new training program, starting a new comp plan, all this other things, right? So make sure you try to stay as long as possible with a company so you can start using the compounding effects of money so you can become rich in trucking. All right, and the last reason why you should actually stay with a company instead of job hopping is going to be your reputation, right? My dad used to tell me all the time that your word is probably your most valuable thing. And when you lose trust in people, you lose a lot more than you would with anything else. So when you actually start job hopping around, that means you probably have to start lying to a lot of people, because no one is going to say, hey, yeah, on this job interview, I'm just going to stay like 2 months and I'm going to bounce. You're probably telling all these people, yeah, I'm planning to stay a year. I'm planning to continue to grow and all this stuff as well. And if you keep doing that to people, two things are going to happen. One, the industry is going to see you actually job hopping all the time. You actually become a lot less valuable. Once you start experiencing a lot of different companies and start hopping around all over the place, it's like a toy in like kindergarten or whatever, right? The more it's used, the less valuable it actually becomes. And that's what happens to you. So you're going to be lying to the industry itself. You're going to become less valuable there. You're also going to be lying to yourself, because every time you make a commitment with a company and you break that commitment, it actually does something internally to your self-esteem. And you're actually messing up your own brain, because the easiest way to build self-esteem is to actually keep promises that you make to yourself. The easiest way to break it, however, is going to be to break the promises you make with yourself, because you are the most important person in this whole entire formula. That's what you're doing it for, right? So if you're going to continue to live this lifestyle, it's going to start affecting other parts of your personal life, and that's probably not the best option for you as well. Those are the main reasons why you should not job hop. It's going to definitely help you out in staying with one job that you like. I'd rather have you spend a little bit extra time finding the job that you want instead of just finding the first job that's going to give you an offer. Here at Driving Academy, if you're a student here, we actually offer lifetime job placement, which means we're here to help you out up until the day you die. So you don't even have to worry about that. Even if you do a little bit of job hopping, we're here and able to help you out. But you want to avoid all of this stuff of missing out on all these missed opportunities just from job hopping, because the grass is not always greener on the other side. The best term I heard was the grass is greener wherever you water it. So if you're in a position now where you have potential growth, the more you understand the comp plan, the more you understand how to make more money and exploit it, the easier it's going to be to stay with one job, one career, one company, and continue to grow. And hey, maybe you can even take it over one day and get into management. But that only happens as you build relationships, as you build your skill set, and as you build time. But if you don't even have your CDL license yet, that's the first step before you can start job hopping or not job hopping. That being said, come to the best CDL truck driving school in the entire country. We are called Driving Academy. We have locations that are being built nationwide. Check out our website to see the location near you, cdldrivingacademy.com. And if you don't see any location near you yet, it's probably going to come soon. But if you want to get your CDL license now and you don't see a location near you, make sure you contact our Linden office in Linden, New Jersey, 908-525-3609. Thank you and have a great day. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. If you want to get your CDL license, you know where to go. Check out our website, cdldrivingacademy.com, right over there. And if you like this video, you'll definitely like this video right over here. So make sure you check that out. But before anything else, make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you soon.